the third heat of the round of 16. Filipe Toledo up against Jordy Smith. Filipe well situated at the top end of the ranks. Jordy, he's got some ground to make up if he wants to get himself in the conversation for a final 5 finish and a shot at a world title. Here we go, Toledo up at the moment. This is in the heat without priority at this stage of the game. And Toledo's up against Jordy Smith here, and he's looking inspired this morning to go back-to-back here at the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach in the 60th edition. I think that makes the title extra sought after this year. As we see the replay of Toledo. Beautiful first turn.
Oh, that first turn was just incredible. Backs it up with a second snap, and the third pushes a little harder. And it is confirmed he's back on the quad. That carbon dark arts technology seems to be working so well for him, but this is that first turn.
I love the display of when he pushes that board out in front of him, but then gets it back underneath himself so quickly. And then for these quicker transitions, he keeps that board so just right under his legs, so he can transition through all of the maneuvers, keeps that body and the really center line of the stringer just under the head and shoulders.
Yeah, Marcio Suvi, you know, must absolutely love this guy for where he's taken his boards. The fact that everyone was going, what's he on? How's he going so far?
As we see Jordy up and riding.
Well, Jordy, he's just been kind of sneaking through the heats up until this point, but this is a guy that can really come to life on any right-hand point break. So we'll see how he fares today.
Here goes Jordy.
Jordy Smith, one of the real lead foots on the CT. And just a couple of throwaways for him. We're still waiting on a score for Filipe, who's holding priority on the outside at the moment in their exchange. Still plenty of time for them. Rich, I'd imagine the hardest heats to get up for. I mean, you competed against Kelly Slater for a number of years, and he was just so dominant and, you know, obviously scary to come up against. But Ethan just looks completely unfazed. I guess just tactically, you know, hindsight's a beautiful thing. You can reflect on it. He probably wanted to get that quick start, thinking conditions look slow, as we see Jordy Smith in that third heat of the round of 16, trying to maintain pace with Toledo. One of the best. He's had plenty of success there in CT events in the past. Here he goes now. Just placing these first couple of turns to find some open face down the line, but this one is going to get away from him, and he doesn't even bother with an end section. Well, you've got plenty of time here with the overlapping heats to lock in a couple of scores, as we see Toledo there on his second ride. 6.17 on his opener. So he's going to win another exchange here with Jordy. He's going to put up the second highest number of the heat.
Doing those bigger turns, outpowering him, as we see Filipe, you know, he's so quick-footed. He's able to make transitions on those turns so quickly.
Let's have a look at Jordy here. Little check turn. Eyes this off down the line and then throws the huge backside snap to finish off. Kind of had shades of what Ethan did on his final ride. But Jordy, just so much core strength needed to get back on your feet, Rosie. When you split that fin in two and move it out towards the rail, you start to get that freedom of speed similar to a twin fin.
Well, here is Toledo now. He had a 3.3 on his previous wave. Jordy Smith's kind of fighting his way back here. He had a 5.43, so Toledo needs to convert here, and he does with a strong finishing turn. That should get rid of the 3.33, push the requirement higher for the South African, who's sitting out the back with priority. This heat has suddenly tightened up a little bit. As we see there, Jordy just using his priority to take this one from Toledo, and it's a nice looking wall. Beautiful swoop there. And Jordy stringing together a number of beautiful turns, hacking aggressively into this one. Doesn't need a whole lot, remember, to get into the lead, just a 5.68. And yeah, he's groveling every point out of this one. Juiced it right through to the inside. But Rich, what do you reckon?
I loved it.
Is he getting the score?
Yeah, I love that wave. That was, you could see Jordy, he stepped it up in terms of his speed and the approach to this wave. He looked super energetic. And, well, that trademark Jordy Smith hack, you can see up and over that foam there, using that just, you know, which is a textbook sort of lip glide into a functional maneuver. Gets straight back on the toe side rail, then jams it there. You can see how much pressure he's putting on that tail pad.
There's limited opportunities out here at Winky to get those bigger scores. Jackson making it count. Jordy Smith hanging on to the lead, and he's going to try and add to the tally at the moment. And this wave setting up pretty nicely down the line, just getting away from him, but clean sequence of turns. Pumps the fist, and it looks like he's going to get his chance to swoop on something here. He needs a 5.7. We are waiting on a score to come for Jordy, but something in that 6-point range you'd think would get Filipe into the lead. It's a great start. Not much in that second turn, but he loads up, clicks it again. Might need more here as he looks to size up this end section and seizes the opportunity to ride out of a tidy little rotation there. Is that going to be enough to see him into the lead?
And well done to Filipe. He threw everything at that last wave and was well rewarded.
Yeah, there was that degree of difficulty on that final turn, and as you said, that opening slice was pretty powerful and dynamic as well. He did enough.
Well, there are the numbers. Impressive heat score total, and Filipe again saves himself in the final moments.